Le
Le
Facebook.
Facebook. Hola, Le Facebook. Le Facebook, el YouTube y el Twitch. Oh, yeah, the Instacrack. That Instacrack doesn't really work sometimes. I don't know if it works or doesn't, but anyway.
You know, Gabby noticed it today. And so, wow,
Oh, she did?
yeah.
Well, I did something different. I
So
did something different.
it definitely. She actually sent me a message during the day. You know,
No
so
way.
whatever you
Okay.
did today,
Okay.
it reached more people. So
I appreciate the comment, and I was gonna ask. I was gonna
it
ask.
it
So
it reached
okay,
more people.
okay,
So
okay,
whatever you did,
okay.
you know,
All right. Well, we're gonna go live
she gave you
on
props.
the radio. Appreciate it. Absolutely.
And I just said it was probably G just being bored.
Yeah. All right. We are online.
I really like this Shibuya song.
Mm-hmm. So, intro song, and then we get the Shibuya, and then we'll get on the air. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. It took me somewhere. Here we go. Their style, it with Shibuya.
It kind of reminds me of what Villa Belgrado isn't doing right now.
Okay.
Dude, I totally dig them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because Villa Belgrado se puede decir que ya tienen su edad, Yeah, they've been around the block,
Yeah. I mean, if you look at back Villa Belgrado, what are they hitting, Manolo? Like 13 years, 14 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're closer to 15 years than, and so you can tell los últimos 4 o 5 años, they're like evolved into something even more artsy than what they started,
Yeah, and so I maybe that's the case, but I remember, and when I hear this particular song from Shibuya, I think about what you've brought over the past, going now on 10 years of the most recent iteration of Mi Vecindad. Yeah, dude. And so we did, I don't know how many years, we're going on we've done decades of radio, literally. And so
we took a decade off to do music.
Yeah, we did music. We were doing other things. Yeah, we were out in the music industry doing stuff. All of us, one way or another, we were doing something in the music industry. But yeah, Shibuya is our opening act, and we'll repeat ourselves in a little bit once we get on the air live on 365 programming, so that our listening audience can understand what we're doing through radio. Yes. Okay. Shibuya. I think that's another thing I was mentioning earlier. There's certain sounds that are very particular to certain regions of the world, right? With certain flavors, and I think that Shibuya is representing that. Pero también I hear that in other bands tonight. Pero ahorita nos comunicamos un poquito más sobre eso y esa música. Y las
compartí el ser ahorita, se le mandé al Arturo, güey. He just texted me like, he's like, güey, tantas bandas que no conozco, bro. Like, and I'm like,
it's gonna take him a while.
I go, brother, just listen. Sé que te seguro, because he has similar tastes that we do. Te seguro que por lo menos 2 o 3 are gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
Turning on mics.
Aquí tu amigo locutor, programador y muy bien desconocido Dr. G.
¿Y su cómplice, el Chivo?
Y el Manolo Diabólico, ya regresamos.
Woo, we're back.
We're back.
Es que el Dr. G se fue a Colima, se fue con nomás 2 tangas.
Eso. Para la playa, what else do you need?
Yeah.
What else do you need?
A bailar.
Oh, man. Ahí luego les platico una anécdota de esas experiencias con mis tangas en Colima, porque I did have something happen to me, no, but it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Anyway, comenzamos esta noche con el grupo Shibuya, que lo hemos tocado anteriormente, no me acuerdo qué tan atrás, porque de
Pues son
veras.
valencianos, güey, de España.
Yeah.
Estos homies, man. And it's hard for me not to say that they don't sound like a little bit, or at least they remind me of Villa Belgrado.
I mean, in Spain, it would be hard for bands not to be heavily influenced by Villa Belgrado.
Obvio, yeah, totalmente. Yeah. Pero esta rola ese sencillo de Shibuya, Gibosa Creciente, man, está buenísima, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Man.
So, es la primera vez que yo me he topado con Shibuya, and I did listen to some of their other jams. They're fucking really good.
Yeah. No. See, I thought you played him, or was it I that played him a while back?
Probably one of you fuckers. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Because we played him before, pero ya hace tiempo porque no han sacado nada desde el 2021 or 2022. So it's been a while, you know. So I'm glad que todavía están en el desmadre. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to have to push it because este Manolo whipped out some some red and white like velas. He tied himself down and he got some whips and honey dust.
Tie me up.
Did he get pasties or no? El G brought the pasties.
Yes.
So
it's
gonna get funky. It's gonna get funky. So let's kick it off. Vamos a Argentina, dude. We're fans here of Buenos Vampiros aquí en mi vecindad. Yeah. But man, I don't know, guys. Esta canción, Déjenme Solo, I put it on because I liked it.
Mm-hmm. You know,
the more I listened to the set, the more I fell in love with this particular jam. And now I want to say que creo que es mi favorita rola de Buenos Vampiros.
Anyone that knows you, fucker, knows que así eres, güey. You're like, déjenme solo.
Well, yeah, pretty much that. Man, I get it. Anyways, Buenos Vampiros. Most of the bands of tonight, they've all been pretty new bands from, el pandemia on. But check them out. Buenos Aires, Argentina, Buenos Vampiros, Déjenme Solo.
Mi Vecindad, MVMN, Diablo Visión.
Yeah, there's something that this song kind of grew on me more. So when you sent the songs over, Manolo, I had a set list or two that would have worked already set up, but it would have been my typical, depresión postmortem, whatever. And I was like, yeah, but then, I've done that before with Manolo stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm
I kind of like that you went in this direction.
I felt that I felt that I needed to, just to give it like something different. And I'm like, but at the same time, I didn't want to go as heavy as you did, because yours is heavy.
Mine are dark, yeah,
but it's heavy.
And you know what's funny? What's interesting is that you're actually foreshadowing something that I learned like after I put the set together.
Really? Okay, so we got a story.
You had an epiphany?
I mean, no, I'll talk about it.
He's gonna share. He's gonna share when the moment's right.
Yeah.
When it's his turn.
Lo que pasó is, so I sat and I listened to Manolo's set a couple times straight, and then I'm like, okay, where am I gonna go with this? And I found this song, and I go, it is, but it's not. If you catch my drift, it does fit, but at the same time, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But there's something haunting around. It reminds me like if early Phobia and Caifanes were on Quaaludes somewhere, and did something.
Mhm.
You know, it's simple.
To each other?
Why not? Why not? Why
They roll
not?
like that. They roll like that.
You say it as if it's a bad thing, dude. Like,
Oh no, I'm just
No.
asking.
Yeah,
I'm clarifying here.
you know,
I'm clarifying.
You know what?
that's all.
You know what this song is that brings up for me? It's like that feeling you get, and the first thing that's coming to mind is it's like you got cheated on or something, and you're just like, "Fuck, just leave me alone for a sec,"
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Process. You need to process what's going on. Right?
So basically, what I tried putting together is Manolo went deep underground, tie me up, tie me down goth,
Right.
and I went more of let's play in the cemetery at night goth.
You okay? A keyword there for you is play.
Play. Yeah.
Like enjoy. Like let's have fun with this. Right.
Now Manolo, you turned
Diabolico
me
was
on to
having
this band,
fun.
didn't you?
Yeah.
What's that?
Were you the one that
Mujer
turned me
Zebra.
on to this band, Mujer Zebra?
No, I think that was maybe G.
G también?
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
got everything all wrong then.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was you that turned me on to
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what? You know what's like when I put the set together, I just liked it because it was some really heavy, dark, gothy stuff, but it was all
Mhm.
coming from like
your partner tied you down extra tight
extra tight.
and then really started like dropping the candle wax on you. You had
And I
nowhere to
liked
go.
it.
Con,
And I
con,
liked
Yeah.
con mecate recién hecho de maguey.
Yeah.
From the rancho. That kind of.
Now this song,
that
this
kind
is a good follow up to the Buenos Vampiros
Mhm.
jam, Mujer
Mhm.
Zebra.
Honestly, guys, it's not that I struggle with the set. I went. It took me a bit to piece it together because I wanted to do it. I wanted to do us, mi vecindad, like you know what we always do. You know, bring in new stuff.
Yeah.
But I wanted it not to just the whole set tonight. It's going to be one of those special sets. So let everybody
Yeah.
just, you know, kick back.
Yeah.
And you know, the funny thing is, sin querer, I kind of hung out in Argentina and Mexico without really even trying.
Mm.
You know, not on purpose, but
Very international tonight for sure.
Yeah. Like like 3 of the bands that I playing tonight, I hadn't heard of before.
Yeah.
You know?
a lot of the bands tonight are kind of new, but that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Dark waves con un poquito de limón y un poquito de pop. Pop, but yeah, I think it's more of an enjoying.
So these guys, they're from
No.
España.
Mujer Zebra, Mar de Plata, Argentina.
Argentina.
You know what? They kind of remind me a little bit of maybe like a little bit more upbeat La Moda.
Really? They're actually pretty
Yeah.
good. This is one of their
Just a little
Okay,
bit more
this-
upbeat. Yeah, something about the way the guy
okay.
sings.
Yeah, no, valid. The funny thing is, this might be their most upbeat song.
Mhm.
They're kind of on the darker side. You know, like all these
Okay.
bands are on the darker side. I just chose more playful songs, if that makes any sense.
Mhm. Turning on mics.
Bueno, acaban de escuchar a Mujer Zebra con la canción Invisible, una banda de Mar de Plata. De esta
Nice.
canción salió de su último disco que salió en 2023. También, they're pretty brand new. They've been around, creo que van por 4 años y tienen 2 discos. So they're, you know, check them out. Mujer Zebra de Mar de Plata, Argentina. Antes de eso empezamos el set con Buenos Vampiros, Déjenme Solo, de Buenos Aires. Fue el último disco que sacaron en 2024. They do have a new album coming out next month, I think.
Nice.
So let's
Okay.
check them out. Like Buenos Vampiros actually made my cut for uno de los mejores bandas aquí en mi vecindad por el año pasado. So I'm curious if they're going to make it again. We'll see. You know. So let's keep it going because it's going to be a long set.
Hey, before we move on, quick question. ¿Qué significa mujer cebra?
No sé, güey. I mean, si miras la portada, dude, it looks pretty like messed up. Like so.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure there's
hammer.
going on.
That's like some femme fatale shit right there.
You know, yeah. Well, the way I read it was the colors. If you think about it, you know, it's like you're black and white. Like you're either very dark or you're not. You know, and so it's like
okay. Oh yeah, because it's okay. I see. I didn't even think about that. Anyways, ya tenemos un poco de tiempo que no tocamos a revistas. So we're gonna stay in Argentina and revisit revistas con la canción ¿Quién soy para no sentir? Because when we get to Manolo set, it gets pretty damn dark. So, yeah.
I got something to say about the song, but I'm going to say it during the song. So if you want to listen to that shit, you got to tune in.
Bueno, seguimos aquí con la banda Revistas con la canción ¿Quién soy yo para no sentir?
Diablovisión, mi vecindad, MVMN. So yeah, dude, first time I listened to this song, I love the intro, but you know who they remind me of? Who the intro reminds me of? Velvet Revolver.
Really?
Yeah. It has that, the way they did the intro, I was like, fuck, this sounds
okay.
Like
I didn't even piece that.
Yeah.
I like that it's like there is a femme fatale to this, right? You know. Because it's darky for sure, but it's happy.
Yeah. That I had to follow Manolo's theme because I figured if he's strapped on to the plastic bench and he can't move, you know.
It's not a bench.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a swing.
Oh, that's when he's being a good boy, dude. Like
it's not punishment. It's enjoyment. Yeah, it's oh man, it's such a great song.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's a good combo of like some really good rock and a little bit of like Riot Girl shit in there.
With toques of like new wave.
Yeah.
Artsy. I like him.
Yeah. I couldn't find a lot from them as far as information. Then they have an Instacrack, but that's it. They don't really have a lot more.
They got a couple of EPs, un disco, a bunch of singles. También, they've only been around for like since 2021, so it's not like.
So how many singles? Like 6 singles? I mean, because
five or six singles, one EP, and one album. Okay, so
that's pretty. That's pretty good
for the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, they're.
Yeah.
You know, they're definitely like, cranking. At least.
Hey G, thanks for sending that audio track.
Oh yeah, no,
it makes so much more sense.
No,
now,
I didn't even realize. When I sent them, I didn't realize until you were like, "Hey, I don't have this," or it's not, it's not complete. And I was like, "Okay, well, let me resend it." And but lo tenía ya en el estudio, so by the time I got there and make sure it got the right one. We're getting that interview out next couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. I cleaned it up. Now I'm just trimming it down to about 30 minutes ish.
Perfect.
Yeah, at least the harder part of the cleaning up is done.
Now, ¿qué ondas con estado liminal? What's up with estado liminal? What are you doing with it?
This cat, this dude, kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the bands we played over the last couple of years. Like when I listened to this, Fielder, this one project, the Mexico, And is this guy from Mexico, dude?
El Liminal. I think so, right? They're Mexicanos. You're muted.
You're muted, dude.
Son de Chihuahua, Mexico, dude.
Órale.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I listened to this, it kind of reminded me a little bit of some projects that I've heard that come out of Mexico, como Fielder, and there's this other project that's like a duet. This young cat and this chick just has that vibe.
I just thought it was fresh, new.
Yeah,
So I was like,
yeah.
Kinda
To get to
got
an
a little-
estado liminal, it's intense,
it's got a little Sonic Youth vibe to it.
Mhm.
I didn't peg the Sonic Youth, but now listening to it, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that these bands that are fairly fresh are from places like Chihuahua.
Yeah. No, por eso when I found that, I'm like, a huevo, vamos a tocar este.
Yeah. Y que están creciendo, ¿no? Obviamente la movida alternativa ahorita en México, en Argentina, en España, señalando lo que está pasando, ¿no? Los nuevos sonidos.
Who is Eduardo Rosas?
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's involved with this?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's our Eduardo Rosas.
It says Eduardo Rosas cut. I was like, what?
Oh, no, I think it might. Well, it could be. Who knows? Is he mixing now bands? No.
It's got, because what's coming up for me, it's like it reminds me of some of those bands that I mentioned, but it also has a little bit of feel of like Sonic Youth and a little bit of El Chirota también.
El Chirota for sure. Yeah. So.
Which is all good shit, man.
Turning on mics.
Eso fue Estado Liminal con la canción Servicio a la Comunidad. Esta bandota es de Chihuahua, México. They're like brand new. I mean, no, there's casi nada de información. Me topé con el single and I was just like, huevo, we're gonna play him, dude. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Antes de eso, revistas. ¿Quién soy yo para no sentir? Desde Argentina. Yeah, man, we're gonna keep this going because it's just gonna get funkier.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely darker.
Yeah, sexier.
Yeah, watch out. There's gonna be some rug burns. Anyways, vamos a seguir let's stay in Mexico. Let's go to Guadalajara con el grupo Ritmo Cósmico y la canción se llama Sagrada Familia. Wow.
Nice portada. Mi Vecindad, Diablo Visión, MVMN.
Another new band.
Igual de México, ¿no? O sea.
Igual de México. And I was just like, by the time I started getting down to here, everything started clicking.
Guadalajara, ¿no? ¿Dices? Tapatíos.
Yeah, de Guadalajara. Yeah. Now, igual, they've only been around for, I think they started in 2022, and they already have 6 singles out.
Whoa, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Just singles. Like, I think one of them might be an AB, but like, so they're, but, I'm just surprised that one of us hasn't, discovered them yet. Yeah, exactly.
I'd totally dance to the shit at the club.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So is this their typical of their style?
I've only listened to a couple. I have them on my to like a back burner list. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, okay, you know. What was wonderful for me del set de esta semana is between us three, we discovered a handful of bands that I've never heard of before, which I'm curious that definitely are going to be played on Vecindad in the coming months and the year,
moving
especially.
forward. Yeah.
So, you know, so there might be a shakeup in our best of at the end of the year finally, because I feel for the last 2 or 3 years there've been a lot of like bands that have kind of been in the rotation, you know, deservedly so. Not that like, you know.
Some new blood, man.
Mm-hmm. And I like that it's all over the place.
Just based on the name of the song, I was gonna guess that they're gonna be from Spain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because isn't that the name of the cathedral or something?
In Barcelona?
Yeah.
Sagrada Familia. Well, they got the cholo action kind of going there
Yeah,
too.
in the front. Yeah.
I was thinking more of that, more of like some barrio, you know.
Well, basically, most of the stuff is definitely in the post-punk like sentido.
Yeah, I wonder if they have ties to California. Got that vibe too. Very nice. Sagrada Familia. ¿Es el nuevo sencillo de ellos?
You know what? Let me check. I don't know if it's the nuevo sentido. The one that I gravitated to the most. It is the new one. Yeah.
Órale.
Sí, a huevo tienen que tener ties aquí porque tienen una canción varios sonidos también. So,
oh, sí, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
a mí me dio ese sentido that California, some kind of, you know, they have some ties, and it wouldn't surprise me porque pues hay mucha conexión obviamente entre California y Guadalajara y todo, Jalisco, los tapatíos como tú, ¿no?
Yeah.
Ritmo cósmico mexicano. That's what they tag themselves as. Ritmo cósmico mexicano. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they came out in 2023 and they already got 6 singles. So, I mean, they're
nice. Yeah. And so they're fairly new. They're from Guadalajara, and they sound muy.
Well, see, now I got stuck in the set where I have to like tie it into Manolos.
Yeah. It's going there. You're throwing those vibes of like that darky.
Yeah.
I love the bass. You know? Margarita Quebrada.
¿De dónde son esos?
We're going back to the beginning, Valencia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since I haven't played them.
Yeah, this. I think this one and some of that's coming up de Manolo took me to that place where we're going to end tonight. But more importantly, the connection. I think that.
Can't wait to hear it.
It's very similar to Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. You know? A través del Facebook, también YouTube, Twitch, Mi Vecindad pueden escuchar esta música, ¿no? Si buscan a Mi
If any
Vecindad
of you
en Apple.
cuates seen the
Yeah.
la serie de Como Agua para Chocolate?
No,
I've seen the movie.
No, I
the
know
movie,
the
yeah.
movie, pero they made a series.
Oh yeah.
A novela?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about a novela, but it's like a.
What is it on?
I think Netflix.
Okay.
Is it hot and steamy and there's feathers?
Well, it's basically like no sé cuántos capítulos, maybe 6 or 8. So it's definitely
Did they
like wait.
follow, or is it pre
No,
or
look,
post?
Are there any chicks naked in flames riding on a horse?
I
I'm
think so because I
interested
saw
in the
look at the
feathers.
trailer and I saw the horse and like because I remember seeing the movie in cine cuando back in the day, so
Is she a redheaded
check it
on a
out.
horse naked?
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just curious.
I'm just curious too
I
because I
was almost
remember
positive
those
that one of
scenes.
you, but then Manolo's been tied to a bench for a week, so I don't know if he's really.
I don't think it was a bench though. Yeah.
He was like strapped down, like oh, me gusta.
No te dejes, no te dejes. You know, there was some leather involved, so it was no plastic. You know? Yeah. But yeah, this is it. There's something there that I'm trying to remember. And that flavor of this song, but
This is kind of reminding me of some cool KROQ stuff.
yeah, for sure.
It's got
29
that vibe.
mics, 29 mics.
Acabo de escuchar a Margarita Quebrada con la canción Miedo. Esa bandota son de Valencia, España. También empezaron en el 2020. Ese sencillo es de su disco que salió en el 2022. They have new stuff coming out, so I think we'll be checking them out later on this year. Antes de eso, Ritmo Cósmico con la canción Sagrada Familia, una banda de Guadalajara, México. Pretty darn new. Empezaron like 2 years ago, less. They have 6 singles out, so check them out. I think you're definitely going to hear a bit more from a few of these bands in the rest of the coming year aquí en Mi Vecindad.
That was a good set, man.
Very nice.
Well, I had a segue into yours because now it's going to get
it's about to get a bit dark.
It's going to get dark. My lipstick is going to smear.
For sure.
Yeah, it's going to get
some blood's going to flow.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully.
Yeah. Ok, ahora vamos a seguirle esta onda. Vamos a escuchar a nuestro amigo Shanks FM, a David Betancourt, cantante de la banda Datura. Este es un sencillo que sacó hace 2 años, Black Lipstick, dark wave post-punk de Wenatchee, Washington. Y it just so happens que hace unos cuantos días que Datura nos dejó saber que van a sacar un álbum nuevo en abril.
Oh, nice.
Songs from a Dark Horse. You can order it now. You can pre-order it through Sell the Heart Records. And if you pre-order it, you'll get access to their first single. So it sounds
really
like
good
Bandcamp.
single.
Yeah, Bandcamp is having Bandcamp Friday tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
so
yes.
Again, wow, nice.
Jump on it, man. Jump on it.
Eso, mero. Okay, so we're going next.
Black
Shanks FM.
Lipstick. Black Lipstick.
Aquí, en Mi Vecindad, MVMN.
Yeah, se les recomienda bastante, especially you can purchase music, these singles even, 100% of the proceeds go to the band, so the Bandcamp doesn't take any percentages. So it's really nice. So I did get a chance to listen to the most recent Datura.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, and that single, right? It totally reminds me of a young Caifanes. Like the flavor,
he can hit the notes though. I mean,
he can, and
yeah.
I'm very pleasantly. I mean, it was very, very nice. Like, you know, pero imagínate que tiene esos sabores de los principios cuando era un poquito más pues más darky, no más gótico el pinche Saúl. Y en inglés. Right? Entonces, that's like the juxtaposition there. It's like, it reminds me of, but it's in English. So it's like, se le recomienda mucho Datura, for sure, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. Este set que vamos a escuchar, I've had this since for a while, and it was just kind of sort of just waiting for an opportunity to put it out.
It's burning a hole in your pocket.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? We haven't done this type of music this year, so let's do it.
Right.
Well, look at us open. I was like, yeah. Sometimes we get a little bit dark, but you went like dungeon dark.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, so let me.
We get dark, but
I'm gonna go ahead. I can't out dungeon man on this one. So I'm gonna take
he gets pitch black, like he's like there's no light.
I was like, Mommy, can I go out and play tonight? I'm like, oh, no. Like, bro.
But it's great music. All of it is just
definitely.
Yeah. Man, it's
yeah. Hey, guess who's playing this weekend in the city?
Who?
Mess.
Oh, no way. From Mexico?
They're back?
Yeah, they're back. They're playing at the Parkside on Sunday, so I'm going to go check them out. Hopefully set something up. Porque ya nos deben, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would be great.
Who are they playing with?
A couple of other bands. Ahorita te digo. Let me look it up again. Yeah, meeting up with Boludo.
No way. Nice. There's a couple of bands that are playing coming up. And I was excited to possibly be able to, but it's like it's hard. It's hard to go to concerts nowadays, Anyway, these two bands are playing old school. It turns out that they're playing but without their lead singers. So it's like it's not the same, It's like no, Das Leiden.
Yeah, this cat, man, he's pretty fucking badass. Are we there yet? Or
yeah.
Okay,
Das Leiden.
Yeah, so guess where this guy's from?
Where?
Well, you got to guess, fucker.
I would say that he's from Peru.
And you guess?
No, I'm just guessing. No, where's he from?
I would say Mexico.
He is from Mexico.
What part? Yeah.
Pero, it was so fucking hard to try to find any information on this cat.
Oh, yeah?
Daniel Rosier. So it turns out that he is Mexicano, and he was doing his thing in Mexico up until 2023. And then he went to Europe. And he must have gone to Germany because he's into the new Deutsch Todeskunst, whatever the fuck that is.
It's a kind of beer that's dark,
or a kind of dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's what I couldn't verify is I kept seeing like some post-mortem comments, and I'm like, did this cat pass away?
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, so that really surprised me because I'm like, wow, that sucks. But
so where did you get the song or the music?
Se me hace que me topé con ella once when I was just listening to a bunch of cold wave, dark wave. It came on and I was like, oh fuck, this sounds fucking great. So not this one, it's the next one. This next one, I'll talk about the next one in a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Well, the next one surprised me too because I found it and
they're old.
I was pleasantly surprised too.
Yeah.
Old. Yeah. Like old en la edad or old en la.
So the next band is actually an older band, which surprised me. But yeah, no. But going back to Das Leiden, man, what I loved about this song, man, it just fucking reminded me of straight up Sisters of Mercy.
Yeah. Again, it's like inherited, connection that we have, so that
Yeah.
it just happened. It just happened. Obviously, there's that connection too of where is he at now? you know,
Yeah.
so that in itself too. Um, but yeah, Mexicano who's lost in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, if you remember Front Kick, eran dos españoles lost in Germany. So
yeah, they were really lost though. Nice, das Leiden. So we can say es mexicano
Mm-hmm.
en
that's
Alemania.
like the
Turning on mic, turning on mic.
Ok, acabamos de escuchar a Das Leiden con la canción Blood del álbum Chapter 1 Dies Arai de 2021. Ah, Das Leiden es un proyecto de Daniel Rosier de México. Desafortunadamente no encontré mucha información acerca de este artista, solo de que tiene 2 álbumes y su sonido es minimal dark sounds. Dark wave, cold wave, and new Deutsch Todeskonnt. So that's what he's into, man.
Okay.
So I can't confirm or deny con lo que me topé, but when I was looking into the artist, it kind of some of the comments that I came across was some post-mortem commentary. So
Mm.
perhaps he passed away. Not sure. Not sure if anybody out there has any info, please share with us. But
bad drugs,
or
Oh,
that new Deutsch Todeskunt, that
Yeah.
dark German
They
dungeon.
forgot him in the cell next to you and left him there. Like, so.
Yeah, but definitely what I gravitated towards about this song. It's super dark. It reminded me of Sisters of Mercy, man. That was one of our favorite bands.
Growing
So
up,
yeah.
yeah.
So ahora vamos a ir a México. Nos quedamos en México, la Ciudad de México. Vamos a escuchar esta banda Zate. Esta canción, como la titularon, es Ode to Beirut by Night. Y es parte de una compilación. We Are One New Dark Wave Compilation que salió en el 2020. Pero esta canción, it was reissued in an album que salió en el 2017.
right.
But the band is much older than that. So I think it was just a reissue.
But the name on the first one, it was just Beirut.
Just Beirut. Exactly.
Right. And now it's a Note to Beirut by Night. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a good jam.
So how long has the band been around then, entonces?
It's
At least 10 years.
At
Okay.
least,
Wow,
yeah.
okay.
Pero sabes que when I was listening to this, I'm like, okay, do you remember some of the bands that we've played anyways, it'll come to me. But some of the younger bands that we've listened to, de Mexico, I'm like, I bet you they've been listening to this band.
Okay. Bueno, seguimos aquí en mi vecindad, Radio MN.
Mangers, that was a band that was coming to mind. I'm like, I bet you they got some influences from this. If you listen to some of like the progressions,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that intro for sure. It's that Sisters of Mercy. I looked them up. Like I said, I was like, what? They're from Mexico?
Yeah.
And because Zeit, and so you think about and so that compilation especially, I think it was produced. Was it produced in Mexico también as a compilation?
I'm not sure about that, but it's got a number of bands in there que cantan en español.
Yeah. It's a great compilation, and Bandcamp everybody Bandcamp tomorrow. Purchase something. It goes all to the band. Support the bands. Support the music. A través de Bandcamp. Bandcamp. Is it a bandcamp.com? Or quién sabe qué. Anyway.
Hey, Hector, I listed some of the bands that Mess is playing with.
I saw it. I looked it up on the Parkside.
¿Las conoces?
One a little bit, pero no mucho.
¿Cuál?
To be honest. Let me look it up. I saw it right now.
Ultrasect, The Fit, Brigada Vendada.
No, Ultrasect.
Okay.
But I gotta remember if they're the right band that I think they are, but I could be wrong. I think they're all new bands, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things. Because even Mess is less than 5 years old, so it's like, you know.
So this reissue is from 2017.
So the song Beirut came out in a reissue in 2017.
Oh, that was a reissue.
Yeah, but honestly, I kind of prefer this version. It just seems a little bit more polished.
Yeah, I did notice that aquella está un poco más lenta también, right? Yeah. So, but
yeah, and I love the intro, man. It makes me feel like I'm in a Turkish lounge or something.
Yeah, totally. You got a hookah?
Exactly.
Right?
Like belly dancer or something, you know?
Ahí vas con tus cochinadas, siempre. That's why I love you. Nice. Ode to Beirut by Night de este grupo Zeit. Con una exclamation mark, because you gotta say it loud and proud. A través de Mi Vecindad. A través de Mi Vecindad. You can listen to the playlist a través de Mi Vecindad on Apple Music. También recasting a través de Spotify, también Apple Podcast. We're on Twitch, on YouTube. On YouTube nos ves las caras. On the other platform nomás nos escuchas.
Yeah, YouTube nomás.
¿Cómo, güey?
What?
Yeah, they put a stop on it real quick, dude. Like bad breaks.
Oh, man, yeah. Si no nos bajan, because a lot of times they mute us. They mute us because of the music.
Yeah.
Although, hey, we're legit, man. We're paying royalties.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like mamilas, dude.
But anyway, I think they all want their cut. Mamones. Yeah. we're paying the artists a través de Live 365. That's where our music lives. That's where our portfolios are. Nuestra library.
Hey, speaking of the library, cabrón, I got a bunch of people listening to the
podcast,
to the playlists.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they're loving it.
Oh, sweet.
But we're a little behind.
Yeah, I gotta I'll catch up. I promise. Yeah. I noticed that when I'm putting something up, I'm like, oh wow, someone was tuning in. There's like 15,000 or something. I don't know what, because it adds up, you know, over the years.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate it. Listening to our lovely voices a través de Mi Vecindad. Just look it up, Mi Vecindad. You get more música. I can't say it enough. La música de ahorita that we played on the yesterday many years ago, but with the most current bands, los grupos de estos géneros que nos encanta aquí a través de Mi Vecindad. La Debbie. What's up with La Debbie?
Yeah, man. I'm a little bummed, dude, porque cuando me topé con este grupo, I fucking really dig them. Pero it looks like they're no longer around porque sacaron
Really?
tres álbumes, 2008 a 2012, and nothing since. And yeah, and
Really?
this fucking song is fantastic, man. Sangrala. Oof.
You know, there is that Mediterranean feel, but also like Asia, you know, like India and all that, like with these last two jams, like and it might just be a close reference to the actual name of the song.
Mm-hmm. So they're from Torrijos, Spain. I'm not really sure where that is. Hector, do you know where the hell that is?
I wonder if it's like
Torrijos, no.
north
Never
with
heard of
a like Morocco area or
Oh, you mean south?
south.
That's south.
Yeah. I wonder. You know,
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, ahorita te digo, I'm looking up on el pinche mapa.
desert, close to the desert or something. Yeah.
You know what? It's actually close to Madrid.
Órale. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably like un rancho tesoro.
Oh. Yeah, that chorus, man.
Yeah,
Great
I just think
singing too.
yeah. Like what struck to me about this song is I'm like, damn, this is a really finely crafted song, man.
When did it come out?
2012.
2012. Okay. Yeah. I wonder if this guy's singing somewhere else because it just is a really good voice.
Yeah, he's got to be. Yeah, and I couldn't find a whole lot of info on him. I'm like, okay, come on, man. Give me the name of the guitarist, the singer, somebody.
Yeah, I did the same. I looked for him because I was like, wow, this is really good. I mean, the combination of the guitar and the bass and it just how they bring in the chorus and then they just pick it up, you know. Muy buena música esta noche. La Débil. You could find La Débil on Bandcamp, right?
I know you can find him on Apple Music. That's where I found him.
Yeah, Apple Music for sure. But yeah, I couldn't find a lot of information about this band.
You know, there's a couple bands on tonight where it's
They
you
are in Bandcamp. Yes.
Yeah.
You can buy their album for €7.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
No.
Is that like $10?
Yeah, for an album, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, around there, maybe 11. Which is normal. You know, that's not like.
I mean that's actually like almost punk rock prices. $10 for an album.
Yeah. Sangrala, La Débil. Yeah, we should try to get more info on these guys because
yeah, pinches españoles, man. Like they list in the credits just like one fucking name: Pablo, Marcos, Ruben, Borja. It's like, bro.
they don't want to be found. You know, maybe it's a side project or something. But you know what? I think this song is what made Chivo think that there was a lot of tie me up, tie me down because of the whipping sound in his. Right, Chivo? You were like,
he's like,
just, you know what?
His whole set was like that. What are you talking about?
I think he's just jealous.
He's like, no invitan cabrones.
I know. Jealous. Oh man, this is intense. And those vocal intros, right? They were like very haunting. But again, that combination with the guitar and the bass, oof.
Yeah.
to keep that kind of rhythm going for this long.
Stamina.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. There you. ¿Qué está pasando esta noche? Mucho a través de mi vecindad.
Do you remember the Cobra, Hector? Las pinches pastillas for stamina.
I'm drawing a blank, but there's a little tickle familiar.
Ok, acabamos de escuchar a La Débil con la canción Sángrala del álbum Sángrala que salió en el 2012. La Débil es de Torijos, España, y desafortunadamente parece que ya no existen, pero sí sacaron 3 álbumes de 2008 a 2012 y me encanta lo que escribieron en su página de Bandcamp o no sé de cuál página, pero escribieron: se trata de una misa negra, una lluvia de pilas, una galera de rama en mares de estraza. Pretty cool, pretty dark, pretty sexy. We bled and we loved it.
We loved it. Y ahora pues vamos a terminar esta noche llena y repleta de darky. Comenzamos con algo muy interesante con Shibuya y esta noche vamos a terminar con The Sisters of Mercy. Muy especial.
Yes.
Okay, so this particular album, this particular face that you see here, right here, es de una cubana.
Wow. La chica.
La chica, turns out that Patricia Morrison, which is her stage name, for Sisters of Mercy, it's a Cuban American bassist, right? She was on between 85 and 87 around the time this album was around that happened, right? And
which is the pinnacle of Sisters of Mercy,
right? And this is what and the song we're gonna listen to tonight made. I think that's what popularized them because of like what's it called, K-Rock and places like that where they were more commercial, because the song itself is a really, 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 really wonderfully long song, right? And so obviously there's a radio version of it, but so I was looking around for influences, and because of your sets, I thought, well, what happened, or is there Latinas and goth back in the 80s? And so this is what came up, and I was like, what the heck?
Okay,
that's awesome. I love it.
This. Yeah,
you know what, I was like, I wonder if one of the chorus singers in the background is like Afro Latina or something. I knew you were going to come up with this from somewhere, and I'm like, okay.
When I was listening to the song, that's what came to mind. But then, and if you look at the actual credits, and Patricia Morrison, which again is her stage name, Patricia Ann Droinon, she plays the bass. She's credited for playing the bass. And this song in particular, and I think there's also a reference to a song that was written about her also, and so she's got some kind of connection with the band and the lead singer. Anyway, the story goes that she left the band because they weren't paying her. So what the heck?
Not surprising.
Oh man, quema mucho el sol. Vamos a terminar with the Sisters of Mercy con en especial pointing out a nuestra amiga Patricia Morrison, cubana americana, y terminamos esta noche.
Hey, before we sign off, just wanna highlight, showcase este fin de semana en San Francisco, Mess. Awesome Oi band de Guadalajara va a estar tocando en The Parkside en San Francisco. Así si están en el área de la bahía and you're into some killer Oi, cáiganle. El show empieza a las 7.
Check out. Sweet. So let's go some hey now, now.
This corrosion con eso.
I used to love this song. Between this band and Mission UK.
So
Yeah.
a story about this song on our YouTube talk. Awesome segue. Switch channels or listen to both.
Right. Bueno, nos despedimos. This corrosion, the Sisters of Mercy.
Hasta la próxima semana, muchachos.
Buenas noches, raza. Se cuidan.
Mi vecindad.
Yeah, dude. So this song, so the church, the singer from the church used to be the guitarist for Sisters of Mercy.
Right.
This song was written kind of sort of as a dig to the church. So there's like a lot of beef between Sisters of Mercy and the church.
Well, I think this guy, I forget his name, Blyden or something like that, the lead singer guy. Yeah, he is a big. I think he was just a big DICK. You know. Yeah. And it because if he was treating people, not paying people, and still have like the band. Because if you see how many members over the years, you know, he's had.
Yeah.
But I think he's still going as a soloist. Like still, you know,
because nobody can work with a guy,
right? So
that sucks. Yeah. Well, it makes me like kind of bummed on the band. You know, like I hate hearing stories like that where there's a big douchebag in the band that just controls everything. You know?
And then the people who suffer in this case, Patricia, Patricia Morrison, she it's just like, no, this is not happening. And I don't know if she ever continued. It seems like, oh, you know what? I think she had something to do with the bags. Like, I think she was also part of the bags. Yeah, she was part of the bags. So she's got that connection too. So, because that was one, if not the first, like, full Latina punk band from back in the 80s. So she was part of that. So. Yeah, she was part of the bags. So.
Sweet.
Anyhow, con eso nos despedimos esta noche a través de Mi Vecindad. It's a really, really long song. Enjoy it. Se lo recuerda, Bandcamp has that deal where they are fully putting any of your purchases go directly to the band. And so they're not taking their cut this Friday, tomorrow. Y Mes in San Francisco. Se los recomienda.
Sunday a las 7.
Y así está esta cosa. You want to stick it out, or you guys?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. You're mute already. You're mute. All right. We're gonna end the stream. You can continue listening to the music a través de los links right there on Facebook Live.
It's a great song, but it's long.
We are out.